Officer, hey, where are you bleeding? Oh, shit. Hey, stay with me.
This is the moment when cops made the ultimate sacrifice, starting with the case of an officer who was shot in the neck during a tragic gunfight.
Hold on. The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it off very careful because it hurts.
28 of Royal Boy Lincoln 913.
On February 12th, 2022, a New Mexico State police trooper responded to a gas station to check on a woman suspected of using drugs in the restroom. What began as a routine dispatch call to investigate possible drug activity quickly escalated into a high-speed chase and a violent shootout, leaving an officer severely injured.
Kaiser 110, Tommy's attempting to flee, ran my car.
Upon arrival, the trooper located the suspects, a man and a woman, near a vehicle parked at the gas station. However, instead of cooperating, they immediately attempted to flee. In a desperate escape attempt, the driver rammed the trooper's patrol vehicle using their car as a weapon. The officer tried to block their path, but they managed to break free, leading to a high-speed pursuit. The chase continued for several miles until the trooper executed a PIT maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to crash. But before the officer could even step out of his patrol car, the suspects launched a sudden and deadly ambush.
Hit maneuver at Cedillo Hill. Vehicle is down. Get out of here! Jump, fuck!
As soon as the suspect's vehicle was immobilized, the driver immediately opened fire on the trooper, with one of the rounds striking him in the neck, a potentially fatal wound. Despite being seriously injured, the trooper managed to return fire, hitting the suspect in the lip with bullet fragments causing additional injuries. However, the wound wasn't severe enough to stop the suspect. Instead of surrendering, both the driver and the female passenger abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot, leaving the wounded officer behind, slowly losing his life. Luckily, additional troopers arrived quickly, preventing the situation from becoming even worse.
All right, man, he's hit right in the neck right here, buddy.
Give me some pressure on it, okay?
All right. On this side.
Open this trap up and put it in there.
He's hit. He's not bleeding out anymore. It already stopped.
Probably get this vest off and just understand. Hold on. The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it off very careful because it hurts.
With the 28 of Royal Boy Lincoln 913. Last seen traveling westbound from...
Right here in the neck.
501, well protected.
Give me that radio.
Can I help in any way? I saw that.
Just watch traffic for us.
Please. Stop them from coming through. Make them go that way.
The officer sustained severe injuries and was rushed to the hospital. While the wound was life-threatening, he was fortunate to survive. After receiving treatment, he was released and expected to make a full recovery. Following the shooting and foot pursuit, a massive manhunt was launched. Several law enforcement agencies conducted an overnight search, leading to the suspect's capture by a SWAT team the next day without further incident. The driver, 24-year-old Caleb Dustin Elledge, and passenger, 22-year-old Alana Martinez, were both out on bond at the time. Elledge, the primary suspect, was sentenced to 9 years in federal prison for illegally possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Details regarding Alana Martinez's legal outcome have not been made public. While the officer in this case was fortunate to survive, the two deputies in our next case don't have the same fate when they are suddenly get ambushed by a suspect. On the evening of February 8th, 2024 in Maryville, Tennessee, what seemed like a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a nightmare. At first, everything appeared normal. The driver was polite and there were no signs of trouble. But in an instant, everything changed. What started as a simple stop took a deadly turn, ending in tragedy and costing the life of a deputy. It all began when Blount County Sheriff's Deputy Shelby Eggers pulled over a gray sedan after spotting the driver going the wrong way down the road.
Sorry, I'm all right. Can we pull up into this driveway right here? All right, I'll see you up there. Hold on just a second. I'll talk to you. All right, my friend. Now that we're out of the way there.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. My name's Shelby. I work for the Blount County Sheriff's Office. I stopped you not because you were all over the road.
I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. I just put my hair up.
Putting your hair up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink or anything?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No. I'm really just leaving. No, I'm just leaving Sevierville.
Okay.
The conversation started off politely, and the driver, 42-year-old Kenneth DeHart, seemed cooperative at first. But that changed when Deputy Eggers caught the smell of marijuana coming from his car, immediately raising her suspicions. After collecting his documents, she called for backup from Deputy Greg McCowan, sensing something was off about DeHart's behavior. When she returned and repeatedly asked him to step out of the vehicle, everything escalated. Out of nowhere, DeHart turned aggressive and completely refused to comply.
I just need you to step out of the car, Kenny.
I'm refusing to search, man.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen if you don't step out of the car. We're going to have to drag you out of the car, and then you're going to go to jail.
I don't smoke marijuana.
So you can either step out of the car, or I can pull you out of the car.
Step out the car.
No, sir.
You can step out the car, or I'm pulling you out of the car, Kenny.
She asked you. She asked you to get out of the car.
You were driving on the wrong side of the road, brother. Get out of the car.
Side of the road.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I'm not. No, don't touch my car.
Get out of the car.
No, you can't do that.
Get out of the car.
Do that. You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me, man. Please.
The situation quickly turned physical, prompting Deputy McCowan to deploy his taser. The footage shows DeHart screaming and writhing in pain as the taser's probes hit him multiple times. But instead of surrendering, he responded with sudden and deadly violence that no one expected.
Please.
You're about to get it again.
Please stop. Let me talk to my member. Oh my God.
Get him out.
I just got tased. .335 shots fired. I'm hit. 334's hit.
Deputy Eggers, despite being injured, quickly took cover behind the police cruiser and returned fire. But DeHart managed to escape, leaving Deputy McCowan unconscious at the scene. Eggers' injury was serious, and she needed immediate medical assistance.
Help! Help! I've been shot! I've been shot! Help! 330, 335, 344's down. I've been hit. Suspect fled back towards town on Sevierville Road. I've been shot. I need your help. Can I do anything? Yes, get out. I need your help.
Tell me what you need me to do.
I gotta get this on and help my partner. Help me twist this, please. Twist it really tight. Twist it again. Oh my God.
Passers-by rushed to help both injured officers. While Deputy Eggers received some aid, another bystander noticed Deputy Greg McCowan and realized he was no longer alive. As backup officers arrived, the scene quickly turned into a murder investigation. Eggers was transported to the hospital, where she survived. Authorities immediately launched a statewide manhunt for DeHart, warning the public that he was armed and dangerous. For 5 days, law enforcement searched for him. Finally, on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024, just 1 day before Deputy McCowan's funeral, police tracked him down at a home in Knoxville. He was arrested without further violence and charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and possession of a firearm as a felon. 3 others were also arrested and charged with aiding and abetting his escape. As of now, DeHart has yet to be sentenced, with his trial set to begin in 2026. Deputy Greg McCowan's funeral, held on February 14th, 2024, was attended by hundreds of officers, first responders, and grieving community members, all coming together to honor his sacrifice. Next, you will see the case of an officer who was stabbed to death by a suspect. On February 11th, 2024, Las Cruces police officer Jonah Hernandez responded to what seemed like a routine trespassing call at a local business. When he arrived, he found 29-year-old Armando Silva, a homeless man with a history of violent crime and mental illness. At first, it seemed like just another standard trespassing situation, but it didn't take long for Silva's violent tendencies to surface.
989697. How's it going, boss? You been staying here for a while? What's up? Is this your place? So you're the one who called? You're the one who called?
I didn't call.
Huh?
I didn't call nobody.
Before Officer Hernandez could fully assess the situation, Silva suddenly launched a vicious attack, stabbing him multiple times. Despite Hernandez's training and attempts to fight back, the assault was relentless and left him critically wounded. A horrified witness, Isaiah Astorga, saw the brutal scene unfold and immediately rushed to help, realizing the officer's life was in grave danger. Astorga pulled out his firearm and shot Silva, fatally wounding him. Without hesitation, he then turned his focus to Officer Hernandez, desperately trying to keep him alive.
Officer, hey, where are you bleeding? Sir, officer, hey, yeah, I shot him like 3 or 4 times. He's stabbed in the neck really bad.
Where's the radio? Where's the radio?
Right here.
Okay.
No.
Super Crystal PD.
No, he's bleeding really bad. He was stabbed
Oh,
in the
brother.
neck.
Brother, please stay with us, man.
Hey,
The guy.
stay with us, man.
Put him on the side. Put him on the side.
Backup officers and paramedics arrived swiftly at the scene, and Officer Hernandez was rushed to Mountain View Regional Medical Center. Despite the doctor's best efforts, he tragically succumbed to his injuries. Meanwhile, Silva was pronounced dead at the scene from multiple gunshot wounds. When news of Officer Hernandez's death spread, his family and friends were devastated, overcome with grief as they struggled to process the heartbreaking loss.
Is there a stab on the neck? Oh, it goes through?
Well, I don't know if it goes through, but there's no one around.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if
His wife and child are in triage, Dr. Buckland.
His friends and colleagues were heartbroken, struggling to process the devastating loss. Isaiah Astorga, the civilian who stepped in and shot Silva, was hailed as a hero for his quick and decisive action. Authorities ruled that he had acted in lawful self-defense, and no charges were filed against him. Hernandez was a devoted officer, husband, and father who deeply cared for his community. His tragic death shook Las Cruces, bringing the community together for a heartfelt memorial. Next, you will see how a simple arrest turned into a tragedy that took an officer's life.
Sus, you good? You good?
No, I'm hit.
Let's go get Bill! Somebody get Bill!
On September 20th, 2021, a team of Houston police officers rolled up to an apartment complex to arrest Dion Ledet. The guy had a long rap sheet and was known for ditching court dates. The cops probably expected some trouble, but they had no clue just how bad things were about to get. Ledet wasn't just refusing to go quietly. He had something brutal planned for them.
Houston police, come to the door. Good morning. Hey, we have a warrant for Dion. Ma'am? Where's Dion? Is he awake? Dion, step out here. Is he awake?
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Yeah, step out here.
I got kids.
Okay. Dion, step on out here. You got to take care of some warrants.
Just come back here. Ma'am.
Repeat.
I got you.
Ready, contact. Ready.
No, I do not see him. Dion, you need to step out. It's Houston police.
As officers knocked on the door, Ledet's girlfriend answered and an officer instructed her to step outside for safety. The officer gave multiple orders for Ledet to come out, but he was hiding inside with a handgun and an AR-style rifle, ready to do the unthinkable. The officers already knew Dion was a dangerous suspect and backup was in place, covering the house. But the speed of his sudden ambush was devastating. The officers didn't even get a chance to save or protect themselves.
Dion, it's Houston police. Let's do this the Whoa.
me. Son, you good? You good?
No, I'm hit.
Let's go get Bill. Somebody get Bill.
Before the officers could do anything else, Ledet suddenly opened fire from inside the apartment, unleashing a hail of bullets through the doorway. Officer Jeffrey, standing to the right, was hit multiple times and collapsed instantly, while Sergeant Vance, who was behind him, was also struck but managed to crawl away to safety. The other officers quickly returned fire as Ledet tried to escape through the back door, only to be met by a backup officer who fired his weapon. Ledet was fatally shot, bringing the deadly standoff to an end. Officer William Jeffrey was critically wounded and rushed to the hospital, where he was later pronounced dead, while Sergeant Vance, though seriously injured, was transported in stable condition. Next, you will see how an officer was ambushed by a suspect and lost his life in a tragic way.
Hey, police.
Hello.
On May 11th, 2021, Stockton police officer Jimmy Inn responded to a call about a woman who had been assaulted. A witness reported that she was bleeding and screaming for help. As Officer Inn approached the front door, it suddenly swung open, revealing a nightmare no one could have anticipated.
Police.
Hey, police.
Hello.
As Officer Inn knocked on the door, the suspect suddenly swung it open and fired without warning, hitting him before he had any chance to react. Officer Inn collapsed instantly, defenseless against the ambush. Moments later, Officer Pancho Freer arrived, saw his fallen colleague, and immediately engaged in a gunfight with the suspect.
58 shots fired, shots fired. Partner's down. Jimmy, you all right? 58 shots fired, my partner is down. Code 3 now.
2 days for 58.
Shots fired, my partner is down. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay with me! Jimmy!
Officer Jimmy Inn suffered devastating injuries and lost his life on the spot. At this point, Officer Pancho Freer couldn't even rush to help him because the suspect had grabbed his own 8-year-old son and was now holding him hostage.
Don't let the kid go, man.
50 on 70, no response from 2 days for 58.
50, I need units code 3. He's strangling the kid and my partner is down. Let the kid go! Let him go!
As officers assessed the situation, a brave bystander saw the child struggling to breathe and tackled the suspect. This split-second act gave Officer Freer the chance to fire, striking the suspect and ending the threat. Paramedics rushed to Officer Jimmy Inn, but it was too late. The 8-year-old survived, but Officer Inn's tragic death devastated the Stockton Police Department and community. He was just 30 years old, leaving behind his wife, Tella, a fellow officer, their 7-month-old son, and 2 stepchildren. If you found this video informative and want to see more like it, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click one of these 2 to watch the next video.